So while stereo capture is a hard, messy, ugly thing in virtual reality, and in fact, I hear a lot from people that panoramas and stereo panoramas, that's not even VR. And there's some truth to that, but there's this, looking at it kind of derisively because it is such a terrible hack. The stereoscopic panoramas that we do, the obvious thing, of course, if you tilt your head like that, it goes completely wrong, and that's highly inadvisable. But even when you're doing just the perfect looking around yawing, it's kind of right in the middle, and it gets less right as you go out until you move over towards it. And the capture stitching on it is incredibly ugly. There's a lot of artistry that goes into setting up the shoots for that, where the stitching always has shears or smears, and so you say, well, we're not going to do anything important here, so we're going to put the ugly area over there and arrange the cameras correctly. But something that worked out really great is synthetically creating these things. While the formula for the stereo panoramas is still this big old hack. It's, you look around here and you change the IPD that you're rendering the camera from based on, as you look down, it has to ramp down to 0, because if you look down and you saw it reversed behind you, that's really, really hard on your eyes. So you have to kind of ramp it down from there, but you can choose an IPD, and for a ray tracer, this is a great thing. And this was something that OTOY did a test render for this, and they actually added a feature to their Octane renderer that builds stereo panoramas in this absolutely peak quality for Gear VR version, where it uses our cube map format for the overlay shaders, and it's perfectly sampled, perfectly set up, and those are literally the best images I have ever seen through any VR headset anywhere. They have, if you've seen some of OTOY's work, they have some, the things that show off ray tracing, semi-transparent stuff, reflections, ambient, good global illumination. And they've got some, like a kitchen scene and a bedroom scene. And I see people that will just sit there and they're like, I could stay in this kitchen for hours just looking at how high quality the renderings are. But what's important about this is sort of our benchmark. So we can say, with this exact display, we can hit this level of fidelity that is incredibly good. So we can start approaching that with our real-time rendering and eventually be able to be doing that level of quality both for captured things in the more general form with light fields. And I should also mention that when I saw OTOY's light field work, I went into it, as with so many things, the secret to happiness is reasonable expectations. I went in with, I had seen some lumigraphs and light field work before that was generally kind of a blurry mess. It was the sort of thing where you look at this and it's like, okay, it's neat that you can rotate it around and view it from different things, and you can sort of see the future in it, but you're not actually analyzing the quality of the thing in front of you. So I was pleasantly surprised by the light field demos where what I saw was just where you had a picture window that you could look through, but it was captured, it wasn't captured, it was synthetically rendered, but you could move around that, and I was surprised by how good it looked. It was nowhere near as crisp as these perfectly pre-rendered stereoscopic things, and I haven't seen them wrap it into a cube all the way around your head, but at this point, I wouldn't be betting against light fields being a significant thing, perhaps sooner rather than later.